The only stuff I know about is out there by the highway. That piece of crap looks like every other kind of crappy little town. And then here's all the juice in here. I had no idea. It's all beautiful in here.
In the last episode, I rolled out of Salt Lake and back into Colorado to go back to that place that I love so much, Buena Vista, and my camping spot. I wanted to go back, maybe find a new spot, but same road, different day, different month. I'd noticed my first trip in, it actually crashed coming up the other road. It's a whole lot deeper sand, a whole lot more rugged. And this is not easy. You have to pay attention here. It looks like it's fairly mild, but it's fairly well eroded since the last time I came in. So obviously there's been a lot of rain and a lot of traffic, and I was not really expecting what I came to see this trip up there. But I only spent about a week up here, but it's still good to be back in Buena Vista. I love this spot, but it wasn't soon after camping here, setting up camp, I realized that there's just too many people and I was in the wrong spot. And very soon after I set up camp here, with all the traffic and the bad conditions on the road and the upcoming weather, I started looking for another spot pretty soon after setting up here initially. But I spent a week here. And I love this spot for a reason because as you can see, the view is just out of this world, and this is one very tight frame of the mountains across the valley here, and it kind of looks like this all the time, even in bad weather. This wasn't a particularly bad weather day, but yeah, even bad weather, it's just phenomenal being able to see. I just don't know that many places that you can see postcards on the other side of the valley and stay there for 2 weeks at a time. And it was good to be back, but yeah, the weather started making me think twice about being up here during the big storms. It's been like this most of the day with these huge gusts of wind. Like that, windy most of the day. So get up this morning and it's breezy, and then it starts getting windy, and yeah, and then it just has these huge gusts that make me not want to be outside. So I think I'm gonna crawl back in and just watch some videos. I think it's the hikers that call this a 0 day. What I've done today was just sit around, done almost absolutely nothing, just because the weather's, well, I don't want to go too far from camp if the weather looks bad. Yeah, I don't know how bad the road's going to get washed out. I mean, obviously it's been washed out a good bit, and I had trouble coming in here last time. So, and the last time it rained a good bit up here, I slipped around a little bit. So, anyway, yeah, so it's been what I would call a 0 day today. I've done absolutely nothing. Hasn't been that bad. Just kind of boring. Things like this, I miss my RV. I miss the old schoolie, so I don't mind the bus moving around in the wind. I don't mind that at all. It's kind of fun being inside in the storm. Not so much in a tent, a hammock. I mean, it's fine. I've got good shelter in here. Just, I don't know. Just, it'd be nice to be in a cave looking out at the storm. Have a nice fire going. That would be very cool in my cave. So I get back to camp and nothing seems like it's in disarray until you look closely down here and you see, oh, looks like it has rained today. And I would say that's a pretty good amount of rain. Maybe it just came in the right direction. I may want to use these later, so go ahead and get them dried out. But yeah, it's definitely had some rain today while I was gone, which is one of the reasons I wanted to go into town. Same game plan as the last time that we went. We went, I think we spent eight or more hours in town, and then wound up having dinner before we came back.
because we knew it was going to be raining all freaking day. And it was, and it rained all day up here, which made for a better day in town, but it made for a miserable ride back. Dropped one of the bikes, 3 gallons of water. One of them was not retrieved. I'm gonna get me some fluids because I'm kind of dehydrated, and then I'm gonna go set up a time-lapse camera over here where a man might see some clouds moving, which is not where I'm camped. You can see a little bit, but not. Hell, you can see the silhouette. That's kind of cool. Let's see where that is. Yeah, the silhouette of the mountain over there. Looks like a cloud maybe, but it's the silhouette of Princeton.
Wow, I just thought this was going to be really interesting because this road gets really gnarly. Like, I don't know, 50 yards from here. And they've got a RV rental. I don't know where all these people came from. It's like I haven't seen anybody in an hour. And then all of a sudden, you've got this caravan of vehicles. Looks like maybe some of them are campers. And then you got this 800 RV rent guy. Oh, he's coming in here now. That's going to be good. Oh, good. He's reversing. Yeah. 14,000 foot peak, just in case anybody wasn't aware. It's one of the 3 collegiate peaks. But I also wanted to show you the fake rain that's falling. It's probably going to be real rain here shortly, within the next couple of days. But you can see, it really wants to rain here. It really wants to rain here. Probably because they know I'm back in town. But yeah, I love this place. I love this place. Probably mainly because of the views and the weather, and it's probably going to make cold tonight. I don't think it's going to get into the 20s tonight, but who knows? But I'm ready for whatever comes. I'm ready for whatever comes. I mean, look, I've got that awesome tarp. The sloping tarp. I'm ready for whatever weather comes. And it's pretty quiet here, despite the fact that there's, I don't know, 10, 15 people within earshot of here. This is the camping that I like. Beautiful sunset. Although I didn't catch the sunset. Man, the weather is just amazing. You should get on your motorcycle and come out here and camp. You don't know what you're missing. I'll give you the coordinates. What are you waiting for? As I mentioned earlier, the storms did seem like they were getting worse. It was cold. It was always windy up here. I loved it, but it made me think twice, really, about being stuck up here on what turns into a pretty slippery road with some challenging obstacles in the way, potentially. And yeah, I just decided shortly after getting here that I was probably going to be looking somewhere else, maybe down the valley, for some better opportunities in camping. And it wasn't long till I figured out that the road really, although it looks really firm and grippy, it's when it's saturated with water. Like I discovered last time up here, it's just not the most confident place to be riding. And I started looking soon after I got here. Today the plan is a couple of things. I'm going to go back down, straight down the valley here to a town called Salida. I've been through Salida a few times. It's cute. I don't think it's as cute as Buena Vista. It's smaller, but I got a tip. Even though I wound up only staying here for a few days, less than a week, I'm pretty sure, I am also pretty sure that that constituted about a month that I've spent up here on this journey.
Wow, that's a big town. Wow. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to find me a camp spot because next week, at least next week, I got to come down here and hang out in Salida. This is pretty cool. And if I can just find some place up in the hills there. Road closed.
While exploring downtown Salida, I noticed a very tall mountaintop, a very slender mountain. Looks almost like a cinder cone even. Very sheer, and I decided to get up there to see if there was any camping opportunities up there, and I saw the barriers blocking the road, and I talked to this gentleman.
What's that?
I think you can get nice up here.
Okay, I'm not going to get in trouble. I don't know. Looks like maybe the county's doing some work up here.
You won't. No, they're having a water problem.
Oh, okay.
No, you won't get in trouble. I never see a cop up here, Sheriff.
I saw a sheriff coming into town, but
This isn't Denver, baby. There ain't many cops here.
yeah, okay. All right.
No,
Well-
I think you can get through, and I want you to see the view.
Well, thank you. That's what I'm doing. Somebody told me about Salida, and I was like, man, I've been through Salida. There's nothing really nice about Salida, but I'd never been through the old part of town. And it's like,
And you want to go up that small.
that's. I guess I missed the turn. It's probably a gravel road.
Yeah, and you'll see it'll say, see where the antennas are?
Oh yeah.
Now, you want to get up there, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
We don't want you to move here.
I was gonna say, there's a lot of people moving in.
Where are you from?
Alabama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably don't want me here.
Hey, you picked a good place in the summer, didn't you?
I did. Well, it's the Rockies. That's what I do in the summer. So,
I rode over the mountain here, and it goes for miles. In the fall, it's out of this world.
It's probably got aspens all over it. Yeah. Yeah,
Since you probably could not tell what the gentleman was saying, he was giving me some great advice on local riding opportunities, and I think it's critical to connect with these locals. And I know that I don't do it enough, but I would highly encourage you to seek out people like this and ask them questions.
question is, can I camp up here? Does that sign say I can't camp up here? It's got a bunch of signs on it. No motorcycles, four-wheelers. Rusty Lung, huh? So apparently this is, what is this, forest or BLM? It's kind of hard to tell. Could be city. Could be county. I just want to hang on top of this hill somewhere, man. I'm not real particular. That might not be too bad. Pretty exposed. Woo! Now this is cool.
Almost directly ahead is the mountaintop that I was talking about, and you can see the radio towers coming out of the top of it. But there is a building on the top, a white building, a structure, and I wasn't really sure what it was. But more importantly, there is a spiral road that goes up to the very top. And that was one of the big things that I wanted to investigate on top of trying to find some camping. But as you can see, it's getting pretty sparse here. It looks like there's places to get your motorcycle in, but most of the trails are bicycle, walking trails, and they're very obviously they don't want motorcycles on the trails. So although I was getting the impression that there was going to be limited opportunity for me to get up here and camp, this would have been just epic camping up above the city. But I think they probably had an open season on that before, and it probably just caused problems. So I just kept riding up. You know, I was halfway up. I just wanted to see what was up on top, and that was probably the primary mission this day, is get to the top of this hill to see if there was something else, someplace around here, and I could camp. And I think this was mostly BLM. It may have been National Forest too, but yeah, I would say fairly high attention, fairly high regulated. I would guess you'd probably have just as much trouble with the local police and the county than you would any of the federal rangers. So yeah, it's just a very highly trafficked area. Lots and lots of mountain bikes. It took me a while to discover that's what's going on here. The people were zipping down the road, 60 miles an hour across the trails and everything. It was impressive to see. I love parks this close to a city, and it was just a great day to be out, getting around this spiral mountain. Very unique opportunity here.
Figure out a way to keep living out here. I just got to figure out a way. That's all in the world there is to it. Well, I can't live out here in the freaking winter. So even Arizona's tough outside. Is this it? Oh, man, this is it.
It quickly became apparent that I had found most of what I was looking for. Just a freaking amazing view, and that is downtown Salida. Much more down there than I had originally discovered. The first couple of times I passed through, I just decided there wasn't much here. Just a highway that went through a beautiful valley, and I just kept rolling on like I always do. So this was a good stop to be able to get up and see what all's up here. And I never could figure out what this structure was. I'm guessing it was some kind of a transmission facility, some kind of a radio transmission. I'm not really sure. Maybe a weather station. I don't know. But it sure was nice being up here.
If I could just get the bike up here, hell, I could hang in these windows. Well, let's see. I could hang from here to there. I'm guessing this was some kind of a utility building at some point. And I've been passing through it. I didn't know. Just the only stuff I knew about is out there by the highway. That piece of crap looks like every other kind of crappy little town. And then here's all the juice in here. I had no idea. It's all beautiful in here. It's beautiful all around.
Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Do 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 do. Oh. Name that tune. Name that artist. I'm pretty sure Loving You is Easy is the name of the song. But damn if I know the artist.
So that was a good quick tour of Salida and some of the surrounding areas. I'll have lots more of Salida coming up, but I still have to finish my stay in Buena Vista. And I'm probably going to make a couple more videos out of the Buena Vista area. There's lots to see around that town. So I'll see you next time.